A mature woman does not fall in love the way a younger woman does. She has lived. She has learned. She has been disappointed by men who wanted her body, yet never truly understood her mind. So when a man approaches her with nervous energy, hunger, or urgency, she feels it instantly, and she retreats. But when he moves with calm certainty, emotional discipline, and quiet confidence, something changes. She becomes curious, because maturity responds to safety before desire. This is something the Stoics understood deeply. They taught that real power is quiet, attraction is subtle, and influence is felt long before it is seen. That's why the touches that move a mature woman are never rushed, needy, or driven by impulse. They are intentional, slow, emotionally grounded. Each one communicates presence, leadership, and respect, and when done correctly, they awaken something far deeper than physical interest. They awaken trust. They awaken surrender. They awaken attachment. Mature woman does not give her heart to excitement. She gives it to the man who calms her nervous system, the man who makes her feel chosen, not pursued. These 7 touches work because they signal emotional regulation, social intelligence, and inner stability, the rare combination she is seeking, even if she never says it aloud. Touch 1. This is not a grab, not a squeeze, not a lingering move charged with intent. It is a brief, steady hand placed at the center of her back while guiding her through a doorway or moving together through a crowded space. The power is not in the contact itself. It is in the intention behind it. Your hand is relaxed, warm, unhurried. It communicates direction without dominance, protection without ownership, confidence without need. Psychologically, this matters because the back is a vulnerable area. When she allows a man to touch her there without tension, her subconscious registers him as capable and trustworthy. Stoicism teaches that authority is never announced. It is demonstrated. This touch says, I am present, I am aware, I can lead, without force. Because it is brief and naturally withdrawn, it creates space instead of pressure. And space gives her mind room to replay the moment later, filling the silence with curiosity. Your body language must match. Slow breath, relaxed shoulders, no hesitation. Inconsistency destroys attraction faster than anything else for a mature woman. Touch 2. Most men either offer a weak handshake or overcompensate with force. Both signal insecurity. The grounded masculine handshake is firm, calm, and brief. The moment becomes powerful when the release is unhurried. Perhaps your fingers disengage last, or your hand lightly brushes her forearm as you step back. The forearm represents capability and strength, not sexuality. So the touch slips past her defenses. It feels respectful, yet intimate. Her nervous system reads it as stable masculine energy, not flirtation. Stoic philosophy values balance. Never excess, never absence. This touch sits perfectly in that space. Not long enough to feel awkward, not light enough to be forgotten. Paired with steady eye contact, it leaves a quiet emotional imprint. A mature woman is always asking one silent question: can I trust this man to remain steady over time? This touch answers that question without words. Touch 3. The shoulder touch only works when it arrives with shared emotion. Not randomly, not as a tactic. A light touch on the upper shoulder during laughter, empathy, or mutual understanding creates connection without intrusion. Less than 2 seconds. Relaxed fingers. No gripping. This signals emotional awareness. And emotional strength is far more attractive to a mature woman than raw desire. Stoics believed that understanding others was a form of power. This touch says, I see you, I am with you. Because it is non-sexual, it lowers resistance. She begins associating comfort and warmth with your presence. Once peace becomes linked to a man, desire follows naturally. Desire without peace feels unsafe to her. Touch 4. This touch happens at the end of closeness, Not the beginning. You've been standing together, sitting close, sharing a moment. And as you separate, your release is slow instead of abrupt. Perhaps your hand leaves her forearm last. Perhaps your fingers disengage calmly. This signals emotional self-control. Men who cling communicate fear. Men who release slowly communicate confidence and abundance. A mature woman finds this deeply attractive because she has known men who tightened when connection appeared. This touch tells her you are comfortable with closeness and distance. Stoicism teaches mastery of attachment, not avoidance. The slow release creates a safe tension, one that invites her to reinitiate contact later without pressure. Touch 5. Silence is where mature attraction is revealed. In silence, insecure men rush to fill the space with words, but when silence arrives and your body remains relaxed, your breath steady, your presence grounded. A still hand placed briefly on her forearm or knee becomes powerful. No movement, no escalation. Just stillness. Stillness signals depth. Stoic men understood that calm presence persuades without effort. This touch says, I don't need to perform, I am enough. Your expression remains neutral, attentive. No checking her reaction. Strength lies in non-reactivity. Her nervous system begins to associate you with emotional safety. Touch 6. This touch is brief, respectful, and perfectly timed. Perhaps guiding her aside in a crowd or helping her step forward. Your hand rests lightly at the side of her waist for less than a second. Then releases. It blends leadership with restraint. Directional, not possessive. Confident, not hungry. Stoicism values intention over impulse. Because the touch passes quickly, her mind processes it after it's gone, creating delayed emotion, often stronger than immediate reaction. Your posture matters. Upright, unrushed. UNBOTHERED. Touch 7. The final touch is about timing, not location. She shares something real. A fear, a memory, a truth. You listen fully. No fixing, no interrupting. When she finishes, a gentle hand over hers or on her forearm. Brief, grounded, paired with calm eye contact. This links vulnerability with safety. Stoics believed true strength was emotional restraint combined with understanding. This touch tells her you can hold her emotions without being overwhelmed. For a mature woman, this is rare. She isn't seeking excitement alone. She's seeking depth without collapse. Once this association forms, attachment grows quietly and powerfully. A mature woman does not fall for tactics or manipulation. She responds to consistency, calm, and emotional strength. These touches are not techniques. They are expressions of who you are becoming. A man who moves slowly, chooses deliberately, remains grounded regardless of outcome. When restraint replaces urgency, attraction becomes a result, not a chase. Let your actions speak softly, yet clearly, and notice which touch revealed something about your own energy.